No.
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 Never had a scrapbook?
No.
Okay. Other question is, have you ever heard of Baby G?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what it is though, but I think I have. Is it a watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Do you wear watches?
Yeah.
And what brands is that?
Casio.
Casio watch. Okay. And last one is, what social media platform do you use the most?
Instagram.
Instagram. So do you wear a watch?
Yes, I do.
What brand is that watch?
At the moment, Vivienne Westwood.
Have you ever heard of Baby G?
Yes.
What springs to your mind about Baby G?
It's a sporty watch. It's sort of a more masculine watch, but on a feminine sort of side to it, a bit smaller.
So would you wear one?
I would, yeah. Yeah.
So what was the last cool party you've been to recently? Like venue-wise?
Kensington Roof Gardens?
Kendrick Roof Garden?
Kensington.
Kensington?
Yeah.
Cool. And on social media, what do you use the most, like platforms?
Facebook?
Use Facebook?
Yeah.
Cool. And have you ever done a scrapbook of like photos and stuff?
No. No.
Do you wear a watch?
Not really. I don't have time to buy one, so I don't really have a watch with me.
Okay. What do you think of watches?
I think they're useful. Most of the time I just look at my phone though.
Baby G.
Yeah, is that the G-Shock thing? Yeah, I have.
What do you think of those watches?
I think they're a little bit too bulky, honestly. I prefer something flat and simple.
And if I was going to say Baby G, what comes to your mind? Like, what word comes to your mind?
A pink chunky watch with a plastic strap, and it glows in the dark, maybe.
What is the coolest party, the last cool party that you went to?
It was the BBC party, the Billionaire Boys Club one.
And,
that was cool.
Okay. And have you ever done a scrapbook?
Yeah. I've got loads of scrapbooks. I have scrapbooks. Plenty. Too many.
What do you think of when you hear the word scrapbook? What does it bring back to you?
Notes, illustrations, ideas, cutouts.
And what websites, where do you look to find your latest fashion trends?
Do a lot of fashion blogging, but most of the time I just buy what's comfortable and what's practical.
And do you wear any fitness bands?
Any fitness bands?
Yeah.
I don't have any. I should.
What do you use to take pictures on?
My phone. My phone takes pictures very good. So I used to have a camera, but I just don't carry it anymore.
And did I ask you how you share your images?
How I show them?
Share them, yeah.
Share Instagram, social networking, Facebook. I don't have a blog.
Wear a watch.
Yes, I wear a watch.
What watch do you wear?
Currently wearing a Swatch right now.
Okay. Do you see watches as a fashion accessory?
I do, yes.
Have you ever heard of Baby G?
Yes, I used to own one.
Okay. When you think of Baby G, what do you think of?
Teenagers. I mean, mine was baby blue. Mine would have been a bit younger.
Why aren't you wearing a Baby G now?
Well, I got bought this as a present, so that's why I'm wearing a Swatch. I tend to think of watches as more of a gift that I either buy for people or something that I would want as a special birthday present or something like that.
So, what would change your mind? How could I get you wearing a Baby G? What would change your mind?
I don't know. Sorry.
It's alright, don't be. Dialogue or analog watches?
I quite like either or. I'm happy with both. Currently, I'm on analog, so.
When was the last cool party? What was the last cool party you went to? Where was it?
It was probably in Maribel last winter. It was a ski festival.
Which social platforms do you use?
Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest.
Could you repeat that again, saying I use...
Yes. I use Instagram, I use Facebook, I use Pinterest, Twitter.
And you're obviously into fashion. So, what fashion sites do you use, or what trends, or?
I tend to look at ASOS for a lot of things. I get quite a lot of inspiration from this area as well. But if I'm honest, I don't really follow trends. I just like what I like.
You set them. That's
Yeah.
nice. What do you think of scrapbooks?
I have a scrapbook.
You have a scrapbook. So, what comes to your mind when you're about the word scrapbook? What comes to your mind? What does it bring back?
Craft, ideas, thinking, brainstorming.
Do you wear a watch?
No, unfortunately I don't wear a watch
Why don't you wear a watch?
because I've got tiny arms and it's not really comfortable.
Okay. So, do you think watches are fashion accessories?
No.
What was the last cool party you went to?
The what, sorry?
What was the last cool venue, like party you went to?
I think it was Days magazine party.
And do you know where that was?
It was in the old St. Martin School.
What social media do you use?
I love Pinterest and Instagram.
You use a lot of Pinterest. Do you know what a scrapbook is?
No clue.
No clue. Where do you look to find the recent trends and fashion?
I don't know, in myself, in website.
What website would that be?
All the cheap one.
Okay. Last questions is what do you think of time? What does time mean to you?
It stressed me. Time stressed me a lot.
And when you're taking pictures, do you take them with your phone, with a camera? What do you take pictures with?
I usually have the camera that you throw away after. Well, I don't know the name.
Disposable camera.
Yeah, disposable camera.
Do you wear a watch?
Yeah, I do wear a watch.
Okay, what watch do you wear?
I wear like a vintage Casio.
Cool. Do you think watches are a fashion accessory?
Yeah, definitely.
Or do you think they're more than that?
I think they're kind of like practical as well, but I think people do see them as a fashion thing.
Right. Have you ever heard of Baby G?
Yeah.
What do you think of Baby G what springs to your mind?
Pharrell Williams.
Okay. Would you wear a Baby G?
Yeah, maybe. If it came in pink or green.
Why aren't you wearing them?
I'm just forgetful. I left it at home, I just leave stuff everywhere.
Alright. Is there another brand other than Baby G that you prefer?
Rolex.
Okay, so why do you use a watch?
Just for timekeeping reasons.
Okay. What sort of social media do you use?
I use them all, but mainly like Instagram.
Okay. How do you keep up with recent fashion trends?
Usually just on like Twitter and stuff, and like magazines like ID.
Cool. Do you know what a scrapbook is?
Yeah.
Have you ever done one before?
I've done one like back in the day, like when I was at school.
What do you think of scrapbooks?
Yeah, I think they're good. They're a really good way to like keep track of like your inspirations and stuff.
Do you wear a watch?
I don't.
You don't wear a watch. Why don't you wear a watch?
I have a phone for the time, so yeah.
Have you ever heard of Baby G?
No, who
No.
is that?
Have you heard of like G-Shock?
Yeah,
G-Shock.
yeah.
What do you think of G-Shock watches?
I think they look like kids' watches. Yeah.
What social platforms do you use?
Instagram. That's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you ever made a scrapbook before?
No, I haven't.
Do you know what it is?
Isn't it like a book that you put pictures in? Yeah, okay.
What does it remind you of? If someone said a scrapbook, what would be the words that you would think of?
Images, books, yeah.
Because you must do some scrapbooks in animation, right? Sort of things. So like, if you don't mind expanding on that sort of,
So like a mood board, sort of, yeah. So like your life, maybe, I don't know, that describe a certain something, yeah.
That's really good.
Okay.
If you were going to wear a watch, right? What brand would it be?
I have no idea. Swatch maybe.
If you wanted to wear a watch,
Yeah.
what type of watch would you wear? Like, what would it have to be? Like light, heavy, bulky, skinny? Explain it.
Light so that I don't break it, because I have to use my hands a lot, so I don't want to break a watch that I paid money for.
Do you wear a watch?
Sometimes when I go out.
Cool. What watch would you wear if you had one? When you do go out?
I have one that was my nan's. It's just a plain strap, like old antique style, plain face, easy to read.
Do you see it as a fashion accessory or something more?
As I like watches that are like a jewelry item, if that makes sense. So, yeah.
Have you ever heard of a Baby G? No.
No.
What do you look for when you're actually buying a product or watch, mate?
Obviously I have to like it. Whether it would stand time, so I don't like things that are like a fad, so something that's in for the sake of it being in. Like, I like to think, oh, would I wear this in 10 years' time? Especially if I'm spending loads of money on it. That makes sense, yeah.
Have you ever been to a cool party recently?
A cool party?
Yeah, where was it?
I went to Soho Shoreditch House recently as an invite. It was quite exciting because it's a members only club. And it was a reunion, so it was loads of Maltese people where I'm from, so that was quite nice. Good, this was a gay party, so loads of gay poppy music. It was quite fun.
Perfect. Which social media platform do you use?
The most. I like Instagram a lot. Don't use Facebook much anymore. Twitter, for information, is very good.
Have you ever made a scrapbook before?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, loads of times.
Well,
I like it.
Like?
Well, I collect sort of, so if I go to events or I go to gallery, I like to buy postcards. So I always collect loads, I'm always with loads of postcards. So like recently I went on tour for a year, so like everything that was in my room turned into a scrapbook. So like ticket events, letters, cards.
Why do you do scrapbooks?
Memories, I don't know, I forget, I don't take a lot of photos, so one day it's nice to look back. It's like a little memory box, yeah.
Do you wear a watch?
Sometimes I do.
What watch would you wear?
Like I've Newbridge silverware watches. I don't know if you have that here. It's an Irish brand.
How come you wear watches sometimes? What occasions would you wear watches?
If I'm going out, I'd have a watch on. In work, because I'm a hairdresser, we need to time things, so pretty much for that.
Have you ever heard of Baby G?
Yeah.
Yes. When you hear Baby G, what springs to your mind?
Oh God, I don't really know. I don't know. Baby G, they're kind of like, from years ago I remember Baby G, like the colourful pink and blue watches, and they're like waterproof and stuff like that from being a young teenager. Kind of, that reminds me of then.
That's perfect. Would you wear one now? Would you wear a Baby G now?
Yeah, if they had like nice colours in it, I suppose I would.
Okay. Why do you use a watch rather than a phone?
It's not very polite to take a phone out all the time in front of clients to check what time it is.
That is so true. Right, what social media platform do you use?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's just kind of the three main ones.
Have you ever done a scrapbook?
Like a paper one? Yeah.
Yeah? So when I say scrapbook, what do you think of?
Art, collecting, like, I don't know, different kind of things, like kind of like creating a mood board and stuff for different things that you like or that you want to save, memories.
Do you wear a watch?
Yes, I wear a watch.
What watch is that?
It's a Casio. Casio, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many watches do you own?
Maybe 3 or 4.
4.
Yeah.
Do you know what brands?
Casio, only Casio. Yeah.
Only Casio.
And one of ASOS, the website.
Sick. Do you see a watch as a fashion accessory?
Yep. I see a watch like a fashion accessory, totally.
Have you ever heard of Baby G?
No, never.
Never. Okay. So, what social media do you use?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter sometimes, and Tumblr. And I think that's it.
How do you take pictures? With camera, phone?
My iPhone and a camera, a professional camera. Yeah.
Do you know what a scrapbook is?
Yep.
Have you ever done one?
Yeah, many times. Yeah. I ever done like 2 or 3 times a scrapbook. Yeah.
And what do you think scrapbook is? What is it for you?
It's a creative way to put all my memories into a book, I think. All my memories, all my picture, and that's it, I think.
So, do you wear a watch?
Yeah.
Yes. You wear a watch. What watch do you wear?
It's a Swatch watch, yeah.
Okay. Do you own any other watches?
No.
Just the one?
Yeah, just the one.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Baby G?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think of Baby G? What comes to your mind? What springs to your mind?
I think there was maybe a pop-up store in Brick Lane once, or something. That's the only thing that comes to mind, really.
And them as watches, what do you think of?
Well, I remember they were really popular a few years ago. Used to sell them in most shops and stuff. That's the only thing that I can think of, really.
Would you wear one now?
I haven't seen a picture of them for quite a long time, but if I liked them, then yeah, I'm not too bothered about brands, just really how they look. Yeah.
Okay, so what social media platforms do you use?
I use Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. That's about it, really.
And have you ever made a scrapbook before?
Yeah.
What did you use it for?
Probably uni work, A-levels, GCSEs, to get ideas and stuff.
So
yeah.
When I say scrapbook, what comes to your mind? What keywords?
Coursework, really.